Hi, this is Coach B here at HealthFit.
This is Dr. Shing at HealthFit.
And today we're going to go over some issues regarding shoulder health and actually more accurately, scapula health. So we were doing some overhead presses and they happened to notice that, I was either not being able to get a full range of motion in my overhead press, right? And or that my traps were kind of closing off with my ears. I did notice that there was a little bit of pain. So I went into the office to go see Dr. Ray, and here's what he told me.
So basically, the shoulder is a pretty complex joint. It's probably the most mobile joint in our body, which requires probably the most stability too. So basically, a lot of people, when they think about the shoulder, that's all they think about. They think about this ball and socket right here, like our model. But what people don't understand is that when the shoulder moves up and down, the shoulder blade also needs to rotate up and down. So there's actually a joint, they call it the scapulothoracic joint. It's how the shoulder blade moves on the ribs. So depending on posture, if your shoulders are forward, that can definitely affect the movement of the shoulder blade. Also, if you're not strong in certain muscles, that doesn't allow the shoulder blade to rotate as much as it should. So when you're overhead pressing, if you don't have that proper mobility, you're getting most of your movement from the actual shoulder, the glenohumeral joint, and at the very top, you're not completing right.
Okay.
So
some of the things that we can do involve, first of all, taking a look at, are you getting enough rotation in that scapular area, right? So you're actually, and then I see a lot of guys in the gym doing this, a lot of people in the gym in particular, on those presses, on those shoulder press machines, or just doing like dumbbell presses. And what they'll do is I'll see a lot of pressing right to the shoulder, but not enough rotation to the scapula. So one of the things that we can do is we can do trigger point, okay, where you actually place a tennis ball between the spine and the scapula, and you can actually see this when we do, we've got a video, an overlay that you'll be able to go and take a look at healthfit.com that shows you how to do trigger point on yourself. Another thing that you can do too is if you have a foam roller, you can start to do thoracic extensions. Okay? Because a lot of times from a thoracic standpoint, right, this area right here, that area tends to get kind of locked up. So if you get onto a foam roller, you're able to go in on that foam roller and do some extensions on that foam roller. And lastly, or not lastly, but another one that you can do too is T-spine opening. That also is an overlay for that too, for you to go to take a look at healthfit.com. Anything you want to add?
In terms of physical therapy, if that isn't enough for you, we can work on joint mobility. Like Alistair was talking about, we can work on mobility up here in the pec muscle. We can work on getting that shoulder blade to move a little bit better. Right. And then just overall teaching you proper movement patterning, because as again Alistair was talking about, when you do overhead presses, you see a lot of people elevate that upper trap.
Right.
So when they do that, they're compensating. They don't have enough stability in their shoulder blade. That's why they have to use their upper trap to complete the movement, and over time that can lead to injury. So if you have any questions, leave them below, and
see you next time.
Yeah.